How about for your curriculum that you teach to your students now? I think that let's make it a little more specific on what you teach. How do you go about your curriculum?
So my curriculum is generally aimed toward the at-risk citizen. So you don't necessarily have to be Leo or Mill. That's okay. If you are, that's fine. But you guys have your own like rules of engagement, all that stuff. I'm not going to get into that. But Joe Sixpack, he's just trying to stay alive, and I'm just really trying to do that for him. And I I want him or her to be uh, upright citizen throughout the day, 99% of the time, and then when they're dealing with dangerous people, I need them to be more dangerous than them. And that's it.
Okay, Eric.
So, in answer to your first question, how often do tactics roll over? It's every decade. Every 10 years, tactics change. Every 10 years, they shift. In 10 years, we've gone from super active entry, aggressive entry for CQB to passive entry through all sectors simply because it's a little safer. It's easier to address threats from outside the doorway. That is not my answer. That is an answer from a guy named Todd Van Langen. He's a mentor of mine. He was the commander of SOTIC, which is the Special Operations Target Interdiction Course, or more commonly known as Special Forces Sniper Course. He was the long range ambassador for Beretta for several years, and he's one of the guys that he's peer to peer with Jerry Mitchell in 3-gun. Apparently, he's pretty good. But he told me when I initially asked this question a couple of years ago, and I said, "When do tactics change?" And it's about every decade. And what you see too is you'll see the civilian industry. It takes about 20 years. It takes about 2 generations of tactical changes throughout the military industry or through typically JSOC, the JSOC community